From Olympia, this is Hans-Zeiger, your state representative for the 25th District. Our district now includes Puyallup, Fife, South Hill, Summit, Midland, and Parkland. Last week, I took my oath of office for a second term. I remain committed to the things that inspired me to come here 2 years ago. I think the best way to express that inspiration is to quote from the opening words of our state constitution. All political power is inherent in the people, and governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed and are established to protect and maintain individual rights. That tells us the source of government's power, and it tells us the purpose of government. If you had to summarize this whole enterprise in one word, it's the word people. I'm confident that legislators in both parties want to do what's right for the people of Washington. In this coming term, I look forward to continuing to build relationships with fellow legislators and constituents alike. My workload has grown in my second term. I'm serving on 4 committees this session. I'm once again on the Higher Education and Transportation committees. Higher education is an essential state investment. We need a highly educated workforce as we move our economy forward. Unfortunately, Washington's 6 four-year institutions and 34 community and technical colleges have repeatedly borne cuts to their state funding, resulting in tuition increases and strains on the middle class. As the assistant ranking Republican on this committee, I'm working across the aisle to find solutions to challenges facing our state's college students. As a member of the Transportation Committee, my top priority is the completion of Highway 167 to I-5 and the Port of Tacoma. It's the #1 economic development project in Washington State. I will not support any transportation funding package this year that does not include funding for Highway 167. I'm serving on 2 new committees this year, Technology and Economic Development and Early Learning and Human Services. Being part of these committees gives me some new opportunities to broaden my service to our community. I'll continue to insist on a sustainable budget and ensuring that we're fully funding education. My caucus once again will be recommending a fund education first approach, so we're not holding education hostage in budget negotiations. We also need to make sure that we're protecting our most vulnerable and that public safety is a priority as we develop the operating budget. It has the potential to be a historic session with the majority coalition in the Senate and a new governor who has pledged no new taxes. Many of you may have heard me say it before, the legislative process is a conversation. I look forward to joining with Democrats and Republicans this year to have meaningful and productive conversations about education, transportation, and other issues. And I want to hear your concerns and comments this session. Thank you again for this privilege of public service. Keep in touch.